Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 59 yards. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On third down, Jackson gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. second down, Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Jackson to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott from the gun. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Marr on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Prescott to throw on 4. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play. And the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
That's caught again by Schultz. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. He had the